Hello everybody, I hope you are well. I wanted to make a quick video talking about Task Manager and why you shouldn't use it, because it's shit. So, I have a screenshot from a quick recording I did, but the first thing I want to illustrate is that OBS does not show differentiated statistics for different engines on the GPU. And what do I mean by different engines? Well, you have the 3D engine. That is the bread and butter of a GPU. A GPU is a graphics processing unit. It is a card that sole purpose up until a few years ago was to render graphics. And it does that using specialized cores, and many of them, to handle very small, very efficient, very parallelized graphics tasks. And the end result of this is, to some extent, yes, OBS does use some of your GPU. Generally, it's about 5 to 7%. It can be a little bit higher, but no more than 10%. The item you see on screen here is OBS using GPU. This will be a mix of 3D and encoder. What it won't be is, and you'll see this in a minute because I'll show you a screenshot that doesn't make any sense unless you understand this. What it won't be is showing the difference between the encoder and the 3D engine. So you won't be able to grasp any amount of what your GPU is actually doing from this simple number. So the obvious follow-on question is, what do we do to make transparent what this number means? And a simple way of doing that is just go to performance. Let me just get that on screen. There we go. So performance, this is on Windows 11. It's called something else on Windows 10 Task Manager. I forget it. Please forgive. We will see is 3D usage is a certain number for various reasons that I won't go into. But the encoder usage is at 3%. Now, if we go back, that's 3 to 4%. Now, let's assume that OBS, as it should be, is using about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%, whatever it may be. It's under 10%. Okay, well, nothing else is encoding video. Literally nothing is encoding video right now. So that 4% we're seeing, 5%, whatever it may be, it'll jump the more is going on screen. Well, it makes sense that, especially if I move this around, you'll get a jump in 3D usage because Windows uses 3D to render the desktop, but you also get a slight bump, very slight. This is a very powerful encoder in encoder usage, and that's it. So you cannot rely on this number. You simply cannot. Hi, post-production version of me here. Yeah, so I had to re-record footage for this, but that's not important. I wanted to show this screenshot, and you can immediately see that if it was just reporting main encoder usage, it would be at above 100%, which is just not possible. As much as computer hardware is magical in many ways, it cannot break the laws of physics and magically have more computation power than it actually has. So yeah, there is, I could have gone a screenshot of the more detailed view to show that yes, encoder usage was up, But I think I've proven my point by this point, and I don't want to particularly labour you on the specifics of GPU engineering and understanding this shit any further. So all I'll say is I suggest to monitor these things PresentMon, which is more specialised, or many of the overlays that the GPU manufacturer or even third parties produce, such as NVIDIA Overlay, and also just RiverTuner if you have that, though RiverTuner has its own issues with regards to OBS. So yeah, I hope that helps. I hope this kind of helped demystify why Task Manager does this, and hopefully this won't be a misunderstanding any further. We'll see. Anywho, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.